Hello friends, Mrs. Rains here. Now on this slide we're going to talk about the R in SMART, which stands for relevant or related. Now if something is relevant, it's closely connected to something else. And in this case, when we think of relevant, it might be like your clothing can be relevant. If it's Halloween and I'm wearing a costume, my clothing is relevant to the holiday. Now, in our SMART goals, when we think about relevant or related, we want it to tie in with our learning expectations because the state of Arkansas does have learning expectations in place for our students who are in GT. So, if you're getting this as an enrichment, these are still some of the learning activities that we're going to be doing, some of the learning expectations that we have for you. So these are really good for everybody, but they're mandated by the state for students in GT. Now we have creative thinking, so thinking creatively, they think you should do that. Critical thinking, which means thinking like a detective, looking for clues and figuring things out. Communication, everyone should be able to communicate, right? Problem solving, solving problems. Then we have affective development, which means being able to be in control of your emotions, understanding your emotions, and knowing how to process and deal with them. And that also goes along with dealing with people, which is kind of hard sometimes because they're people, you know, and you're a person. So as humans, it's kind of tough sometimes when we get flustered or upset, we don't know what to do. Well, affective development helps with that. And then we have research and independent learning. So the state of Arkansas says these 6 areas are super important for students who are in GT. And really, I feel like they're important for everybody. So that's what I mean when I say relevant or the R. I want you to tie it back, whatever your goal is, to one of these areas. Don't stress too much about what the areas are. In another session, you'll go more in depth on each of those and some example activities for them as well. So I'll see you on the next slide.